I'll do my best to explain it. So what the build is doing, firstly we have Martial Artist, which summons these bells, which we can hit for explosions, right? The other thing is on our back, we have Hollow Resonance, a bell on our back, which then resonates whenever we crit. I'm also using Runic Meridians just for extra runes because my gear is pretty rubbish for the most part. Like I'm not res capped unless I have this. It's just like energy shield and resistance and evasion rating. I don't even have movement speed on my boots. This is just sorting out the res. And then obviously we have the Stonefist, which I'll go into in a sec. I'm kind of comboing a whole lot of different explodes that then chain together. First explosion is this from that. The other one is from Shattering Palm. Dash to an enemy and cover the enemies in shards of ice, which explode when they take enough damage. So those explosions are happening there from this. Then the other explosion is Herald of Ice. I'm also using Herald of Thunder. So Herald of Ice is creating shattering explosions. But then the other thing is this, which Velit has pointed us to. You can get increased magnitude of bleeding, ignite, or poison as a prefix on gloves that can roll decay modifiers with this, Cutler's Gloom. So I got this just by finding a pair of gloves, chaos spamming it until I got magnitude of bleeding, and then with Way of the Stonefist, this converts into enemies you kill have a 45% chance to explode, which functions very similarly to the Witch Hunters. The Witch Hunters explode. What would be amazing on this is we can also get Power Charge on crit. There's other really good modifiers like this. So max mana is more attack damage while on low mana, which is actually most of the time. Damage extra comes from the lightning damage. This ES and evasion rating per level comes from the ES. And then the cold res max crit chance comes from crit bonus, and attack speed turns into onslaught on hit. So I want to kind of make a pair of gloves that's a blend of these, where we have the explode and we have the good mods like the low mana. I also want to get damage extra fizz, which comes from flat fizz to attacks, which we can then get on our Herald of Ice. We can get armor break and armor explosion, which I think are currently actually not even working on this. If we can get armor break, then we can get our Herald of Ice to break armor, which then triggers armor explosion for even more explosions. If we want to get even more explosions, we can get trample toe, but I don't even think we need that many. So the final piece, though, the main piece of this is something that Kazariel suggested. He found this amulet, Eventide Petals. This has some good crit chance, and it has a modifier. Ice crystals have 1% increased max life per 5% cold res you have, but it has the skill Midnight Zenith, which is this over here. And this is completely broken. While active, critical hits with other skills that kill targets or hit powerful targets cause you to gain Arctic Petals. Once you have enough Arctic Petals, they will be consumed to create ice crystals near the most recent target. So we build up these ice crystals as we crit, and we crit a lot because Shattering Palm has very, very high base crit. Well, I mean, I've got good base crit, but this also gets a lot of base crit from quality. So we're critting a lot. We're always critting when we hit these. Those are always critting. And then this spawns all these crystals that then explode and shatter. And this was the missing piece of the puzzle for the boss damage, because the single target was a little bit janky. And then when we put this in with a high level, it suddenly just popped off, and like you can see the boss, it goes like brrr, like down quickly. That's from all these ice crystals generating and then exploding around the boss, and then the boss dies. So this is very, very strong. This is not optimized. I don't even think these sockets are quite right. Another thing we're doing to push up our crit is by using blind with blindside support. So blinded enemies, we have more crit bonus and more crit chance against them. What I also want to get is when I get good power charge gen, then we can also use charge regulation to get more crit chance. So basically we're always critting. That's the idea. And then that will just generate bajillions of charges with Midnight Zenith, spits out all the ice crystals, they explode, and then this explodes, and then our hollow bells explode, and then our Herald of Ice explodes, and then the armor break explodes, and then yeah, then you explode, because what is better than a Path of Exile build with tons of explosions? So for people who do want to play this, it's super a work in progress. This went from an Ice Strike build with occasionally using Shattering Palm, and then like I added in the Explode, and then I added in one thing, and then I added another thing, and it's like, it's far from optimized. It's currently quite squishy, but it freezes and kills everything most of the time fast enough to be okay, but there's so many improvements to make. This staff, trash, ring, kind of trash, chest, trash, helmet, it's all bad. But this, I have a feeling this thing is going to kind of skyrocket in price once people realize what it is. Yeah, watch out. Oh goodness, it's already going up just from my stream. Sorry. We're going to figure out all the explosions on this. So I'll be updating it as I go, just playing, refining it. I'll link it in the description for people who do want to see it, but just bear in mind it is like far from optimized. It is kind of like a concept that functions. And I guess all we can do now is run one more map because it's just so fun. This is the kind of build that you just get addicted to the damn game because you can't stop playing it. Okay, one more map. Oh, and another thing is that I didn't mention that makes a single target so good is that all those ice crystals seem to resonate on the bell. So with our bell linked with Ancestral Call 2, we drop 3 bells, and then all those ice crystals just go like brrr on the bell. The one thing I'm trying to figure out now is sometimes I will like Shattering Palm at an enemy and it won't die or explode. Oh, and then I'm using Whirling Assault just to generate a bit of combo so that I can drop my bells more quickly on bosses. It's a little bit scuffed. Can someone please link me a good filter? This one is, I'm on like Never Sink, 0 strictness. I don't even think I need to swap the gloves really at this point. Bell. There we go. Build is good. I'll refine it over the next few days, and then when it's done, I'll release a proper like build guide or whatever. But it's there for you guys if you want it. Twitch chat, say bye to YouTube. Bye. Oh wait, they can't see you. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Take care, and bye bye.